have never come across a toxic case, but yeah.
Going on for over a year, 2-3 labs.
Oh, really?
Always more than
But
100.
it's the hypercalcemia and there is
There's no hypercalcemia.
no. I see.
Madam, could you use the mic, please?
And she has not taken vitamin D for a long time.
Oh,
But she has got all types of musculoskeletal problems.
problems. So would calcitonin,
One of our-
etc. help?
One
Binding protein. So it could be due to high level of binding protein. So it's not toxicity. It could be high level of binding protein. And then at this age, not to have skeletal muscular symptoms is unusual. So you will relate it with that. Unless you have hypercalcemia, as he said, there is no vitamin D toxicity.
So
In
what
fa-
is to be done? Leave it alone.
Don't test it again.
Number two. Number two.
In fact, this recent intensive reading also brought me to vitamin D binding protein assay. So that has also come up, but it's still, all this is still research and it's not clinically, applicable in the labs at the moment. Should she take vitamin D, she's asking, despite this 160 level?
should she take vitamin D?
That's what she asked.
No, for what?
Could you use the mic,
We
ma'am?
don't have those tests available as yet.
N-
We don't
num-
have those tests. That's
One
what
more,
she said, that
one more
these
question.
assays are going to be available, but they are not available as right.
You see, today's very popular exercise is walking and swimming. Now, you are exposed to sunlight. Now, while you are walking, you are not exposed too much because your body is covered. But in swimming, do you get any vitamin D while you are in water? Do these sun rays penetrate
No.
and provide you any vitamin D?
Prevent you from getting the vitamin D. But let me share some interesting thing. Because we have a large pool of data, we would have thought that because we are a sun country, we should not have a problem. Our worst patients of vitamin D, of severe deficiency,
As
are actually from
post
Vidarbha and Jalgaon, where there is a profuse sunlight available. But because perhaps of the fear of going and getting yourself burned, these people will not go out during that period of time. Consistently, Mumbai, Nagpur and Jalgaon have been our patients. This is the analysis, we are working on it and we are diversifying our data on these issues. Consistently, these patients have the lowest levels as such. And you're going walking out at morning times is not a solution for your vitamin D levels at all.
Can we have this discussion later now, sir? Can we continue it further during lunch?
Just to add to this vitamin D toxicity, one of the teacher, she did interestingly vitamin D, and her vitamin D came out low. So she decided to take injections. She took injections one after the other, and she has, according to the value, she landed in toxicity. Last 2 years, her values are more than 160. I have to do them again and again to come to the dilution, last dilution point. Luckily, I have not been asked to repeat that again and again, and she accepts the value of more than 160. But as he has said, she is not having any hypercalcinosis.
So I guess
Calcemia.
which essentially means that this whole reference interval concept about vitamin D needs to have a relook. We will close this session here.